Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, my name is James Quintero. I represent the Texas Public Policy Foundation. I want to thank you for the opportunity to testify in support of HB 5444. There's a really simple idea at the heart of today's proposal, which is that no means no. When voters reject a tax hike election, the taxing unit should not be permitted to creatively wiggle around what has been publicly decided. To allow taxing units to disregard the will of voters in this way is to do a disservice to the democratic process. And this is not some abstract concern either. As you'll see in your handouts, the most recent incident that I think is at the heart of this legislative proposal happened in Flower Bluff ISD in 2022. In fact, in November 2022, the district sought voter approval for a large tax increase that would have pushed the total tax rate to just under $1 per $100 of value. During that election, 65% of voters rejected the district's request, presumably out of concern over soaring tax bills. Instead of accepting the election result, however, the district considered and adopted a tax rate that was 3 cents above the voter approval tax rate. It did so by utilizing disaster pennies to partially circumvent the failed election and generate extra money for its own needs. I'd suggest that this is a very troubling situation that isn't supported by any of the facts on the ground. If you look at some of the budget data, what you'll see is that from 2020 to 2024, Flower Bluff ISD's total budget increased 11%, its enrollment shrank 2%, and its total FTE count rose slightly. Based on these facts, it looks like the district's zeal for higher taxes was rooted in a resistance to right-sizing and a desire for more spending. These are not valid reasons to go around the will of voters. And so for those reasons, I would ask you to consider passing HB 5444. Thank you for your time. Sorry, Chair, I caught you.
All right, members, any questions? All right, seeing none, thank you, sir.